Hello dear students. In the previous class we had discussed about sp, sp2 and sp3 hybridization. So in the today's class, let us discuss about sp3d hybridization. So that means in case of sp3d hybridization, one s orbital, three p orbitals and one d orbital undergo hybridization to form five hybrid orbitals. So that is called as the sp3d hybridization. So let us explain the sp3d hybridization by taking the example of the PCl5 molecule. So let us explain the formation of PCl5 molecule. So the electronic configuration of the phosphorus in its ground state. So the atomic number of phosphorus is 15. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. So the phosphorus atom contains 5 valence electrons. So that is, in 3s it has 2 electrons. In the 3p orbital it has 3 electrons. So this is 3p orbital. So the phosphorus in its valence orbitals contains 5 electrons. So 2 electrons in the 3s orbital and 3 electrons in the 3p orbital. Okay, so when the chlorine atoms approaches the phosphorus atom, the 3s electron, that is from the lower energy 3s orbital, the electron will be promoted to the vacant 3d orbital. Okay, so now let us write the electronic configuration of phosphorus in first excited state. So in the first excited state, what happens? The one of the electron from lower energy 3s orbital will be promoted into the higher energy vacant 3d orbital. So now the electronic configuration of the phosphorus becomes, so the 3s, so these are the 3d orbitals and the 3d orbital 3p and this is 3d orbitals. So this electron will be promoted into the vacant 3d orbital. So therefore in the first excited state the phosphorus will contain 1 electron in the 3s and 3 electrons in the 3p orbital, and the electron from this 3s orbital will be promoted into the vacant 3d orbital. So now the phosphorus will undergo sp3d hybridization. So that means the 3s orbital, the 3p orbitals and 1d orbital. So these undergo sp3d hybridization. So when this undergo sp3d hybridization, so they form 5 hybrid orbitals. So the 5 hybrid orbitals will be formed. So these 5 hybrid orbitals will be directed towards the 5 corners. 5 corners of a trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. So the pz orbitals of the chlorine atom containing the unpaired electrons will get overlap with the sp3d hybrid orbitals of the phosphorus to form PCl5 molecule. So now let us write the structure of the PCl5 molecule. So the phosphorus atom, so it undergoes sp3d hybridization to form 5 hybrid orbitals. So the 5 hybrid orbitals will be directed towards the 5 corners of a trigonal bipyramidal. So these are the 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals which are directed towards the, that is 5 corners of a trigonal bipyramidal. So these hybrid orbitals, that is sp3d hybrid orbitals of the phosphorus will get overlap with the pz orbitals of the chlorine atom which contains unpaired electron. So this is the pz orbital of the chlorine atom. So this is one more pz orbital of the chlorine atom. So this is another pz orbital of the chlorine atom. So one more pz orbital of the chlorine atom. So this is the pz orbital of the chlorine atom. So now let us write the structure of this phosphorus pentachloride. So the 5 hybrid orbitals are directed towards the 5 corners of a regular, that is a trigonal bipyramidal. So the 5 chlorine atoms will be at the 5 corners of the trigonal bipyramidal. So the bond angle is 120 degree and the geometry of the PCl5 molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. So next let us discuss about one more type of hybridization. So that is sp3d2 hybridization. So in case of sp3d2 hybridization, one s orbital, 3 p orbitals and 2 d orbitals undergo hybridization to form 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals, so which are directed towards the 6 corners of a octahedron. So let us explain the sp3d2 hybridization. So by taking the example of the SF6 molecule. So let us discuss about the formation of the SF6 molecule. So the atomic number of the sulfur is 16. So let us write its electronic configuration of the sulfur in ground state. So that is its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. So the sulfur atom contains 6 electrons in its valence orbital. So 2 electrons in the 3s orbital and 4 electrons in the 3p orbitals. So that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 electrons in the 3p orbital. So when the fluorine atoms approaches, so when this fluorine atoms approaches the sulfur, so the electron from the lower energy orbital will be promoted into the higher energy d orbitals. Okay, so first the electron from the 3p orbitals will get promoted into the vacant d orbital, and again the electron from the 3s orbital will get promoted into the second vacant d orbital. Okay, so therefore the electronic configuration of the sulfur in its second excited state. In the first excited state, the 3p electron gets promoted into the vacant d orbital. In the second excited state, the electron from the 3s orbital will get promoted into the d orbital. So in the excited state, so the electronic configuration of the sulfur will be, that is 3s 1, 3p 3 and 3d 2. One electron from the 3s and one electron from the 3p get promoted into the 3d orbital. So now the 3s, the 3p and the 3d orbitals. Okay, this is 3p and 3d. So in the 3s we have one electron in the 3p orbital. In the second excited state we have 3 electrons in the 3p and 2 electrons in the 3d orbitals. So these orbitals, so that is 1 3s orbital, 3p orbitals and 2d orbitals. So 1 s orbital, 3p orbitals and 2d orbitals undergo sp3d2 hybridization to form 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals, which are directed towards the 6 corners of a octahedron. So then what happens? So the fluorine atoms containing unpaired electrons in their pz orbital get overlap with the 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals to form SF6 molecule. So that is, so the sulfur in the SF6 molecule undergo sp3d2 hybridization. So the 6 hybrid orbitals will be directed towards the 6 corners of a octahedron. So these are the 6 hybrid orbitals, so which are directed towards the 6 corners of a octahedron. So the pz orbitals of the fluorine atoms containing the unpaired electrons will overlap with the sp3d2 hybrid orbitals of the sulfur. So this is pz orbital of the fluorine atom. So fluorine atom, the pz orbital. This is one more chlorine atom, pz orbital of chlorine atom. So this is another piezo fluorine atom. So this is how the SF6 sulfur hexafluoride molecule is formed. So let us write its structure. Sulfur is present at the center. The 6 hybrid orbitals are directed towards the 6 corners of a octahedron. So the 6 fluorine atoms are present at the 6 corners of the octahedron. So the bond angle in case of the SF6 molecule. So this bond angle is 90 degree. So and the geometry of the SF6 molecule is octahedral. So the SF6 molecule will possess octahedral geometry.